So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to use a piece of software or an app that you can install on your computer to enable AirPlay. It allows you to have AirPlay and mirroring with your iPad without having to have Apple TV, which is really great. So what I'm going to be using is this tool. It's called AirServer, and it's AirServerApp.com. What I love about this is it allows me to do mirroring with my iPad onto my computer and thus onto my projector or smartboard wirelessly, but I also don't need to have the same network drain or financial drains that Apple TV might have. So it's a great inexpensive solution to enable AirPlay and mirroring. So I'm running this on a Mac, but you can have this on a PC as well, which is terrific. So you can see up here on my toolbar on a Mac, I've got an AirPlay icon. That's actually your AirServer icon. So I have mine set up so that the AirServer is going to launch on startup, so I always have the ability just to switch mirroring on really quickly on my iPad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by looking at the Smart Document camera, so I can show you exactly what I'm doing on my iPad, and then the mirroring is going to start and the document camera is going to become unnecessary. So I'm going to hit the on button on my iPad, and I'm going to slide to unlock my iPad. And I'm going to come to my home screen, and it's a little bit bright, which is one of the reasons why we want to use mirroring instead of this. So I'm going to double click on my home button on my iPad, and I'm going to swipe to the right. Right here is where you can see your AirPlay button. So I'm going to click my AirPlay, and I'm going to click that I want to mirror on my iPad. And now my AirServer app has started, and you're going to be able to see a difference in the quality right away. So now my iPad is live on my computer and on my smartboard. So now I can scroll around and look at all my different iPad apps that are available to me. So here's some iPad apps for education that I've got downloaded. So let's say, for instance, I want to go to this plants one. The sound is now coming out of my computer, and if my computer were hooked up to speakers in my classroom, the sound would come out of those as well, which I really find fantastic. That's a Mac feature. Don't think it's on the Windows feature yet. Let's say I want to talk about pollination with my students.
Plants appeared on Earth around 130 million years ago during the Cretaceous period.
So this is great. I'm going to come back to the home screen.
All the living things on Earth are flowering.
But you can see how quickly and easily I can take what would have been an iPad lesson or collaborative center for my students and bring it into a whole class lesson. But then what I can also do is I can direct my students to exactly what I want them to be doing on different apps, like this one here is Brain Pop, and they can see it big on the smartboard, so they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing on the iPad before they go off and work in collaborative groups or on their own. So every aspect of my iPad I now have accessible to me really big through my projector and onto my iPad. So this is how we can easily bring in this content. Or if I'm using the new Smart Notebook app, I can launch the Smart Notebook app, and I can easily have the ability to work with a file that's in my Notebook app. So I'm going to come back to my home screen. To get out of the AirPlay mirroring, I hit my double home button again, swipe to the right, hit my AirPlay button, and I just turn the mirroring off. And now you can see my desktops come back to normal. I don't have to switch any outputs like you do sometimes with Apple TV. You have to switch between your projector and HDMI, etc. So that's how you can use the AirServer app. And again, that was AirServerApp.com. And that's how you can use it for integration with your computer or your projector or your smartboard.